Jesus was black. He was born in Africa. It's in biblical and geologic history. The creator of the universe was black.
Jesus was black, so he should be played by black actors. I mean, the people getting annoyed by this are probably the same people who were absolutely outraged by the fact that Disney decided to cast a black actress for The Little Mermaid.
I'm gonna get killed for this one, but whatever. Jesus was black. He wasn't white. He was a person of color. Get over it, Christians. Get over it, Christians. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it. Get over it.
Get over it, Christians.
O Elohim, my strength and my fortress and my refuge. In the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, Surely our fathers inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. Yirmiyahu, chapter 16, verse 19.
Well, last time we spoke about the Judai mind tricks, about it's the Jews that's running everything in the world. But today we have a group of people who are so holy and they've been praying and fasting for weeks and weeks, and they've gotten this knowledge through the Holy Spirit that in fact the Jews are in fact black Africans.
The God of Isaac and the God of Jacob, who is described in the Bible as having hair white as wool and eyes red as fire. Yes, the God in the Bible is black. I'm grateful to witness the end of a 400-year period of slavery.
So we all know Jesus was a black man, right?
Duh. But did you know that the white man we see on the cross today was actually Da Vinci's gay lover, Cesare Borgia?
Now this dude, Cesare Borgia, also used to have relations with his own sister.
Oh yeah, and he killed his own brother. So you mean to tell me that all them homophobic Christians out there have been worshipping a gay man?
Who banged his own sister and killed his own brother?
Ha ha! The irony is not lost on me.
Oh man, I'm not even going to take this one. I'm going to leave this up to my black Hebrew brothers. You can take it. I'm going to leave this up to my tribe of Judah brothers. Y'all can take it. But while I have you all here, I will say, it always amazes me when this topic comes up, how adamantly some people want to argue against the fact that Christ could have been black. I mean, the whole world over, if you're a darker shade of brown, you get assigned black. But as soon as I say it was Christ, y'all turn into some color shade experts like you're renovating a kitchen backsplash. Excuse me, that's not black. This color's called mochaccino creme brulee. Like so triggered.
So I've seen a few white people this morning going, oh my God, this is ridiculous, what's going to come next? Over the fact that it has been said that it is racist for white men to play Jesus. Jesus was black, so he should be played by black actors. I mean, the people getting annoyed by this are probably the same people who were absolutely outraged by the fact that Disney decided to cast a black actress for The Little Mermaid. So Disney aren't allowed to make what was a white mermaid on screen be played by a black actress, but it's okay for the Lord and Saviour to be whitewashed. Whilst the rest of the people with the same coloured skin as him get oppressed for centuries, sold as slaves, segregated, treated as lesser people. And you're annoyed. That right there is white privilege.
Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make a quick video on a subject that I've been researching and studying and looking up, and one that's been bothering me. And that's who the true Hebrew Israelites are. I'm a Christian. but I find it sickening that I've been at a church where there's a picture of a white man hanging on the wall that is not my Messiah.
A lot of people know the fact that the term know thyself is attributed a lot of the time to Socrates, but in actual fact, if you go to certain temples in Egypt and in parts of East Africa, you'll see the term inscribed, and it predates Socrates and any of those guys. So it goes to show you where he was getting taught. But for me, it's prevalent throughout a lot of Greek history how the ancient Greeks, how revered the Ethiops, which meant of the burnt face, how revered they actually were. And over periods of time, it's become kind of taboo to associate anything wise, knowledgeable, philosophical, intellectual with Africa, and that's what a lot of European historians and academics find hard to digest.
There are black, white, brown, Indian-looking and Mongoloid-looking people in this region, all of whom claim to be native and indigenous to this region. And for example, in Arabs, there are black, white, and mixed, the so-called brown Arabs, all of whom claim to be the real Arabs. But which of them is the real Arab? The black one, the white one, or the brown one? The same goes for Iran. There are many different ethnic groups in Iran. There are Mongoloid-looking Turkmens, there are Indian-looking Baluch, there are native blacks, there are white-looking Turks, there are mixed-looking Kurds and Lurs. Which of them is the true Iranian?
The people that was there earlier were so-called African Americans. The African Americans are the real Jews of the Bible.
Yeah, that's true, but I watched a documentary.
I was in New York for 6 years.
Say we the real ones? Say we the brown
The brown ones, bro.
The real Jews, huh?
The real Hebrews, bro.
Shalom Aleichem.
Shalom, bro.
Hi, in this video I just want to say that black people, specifically black African American people, they the Israelites. They are the chosen people of the Most High. As we read in the scriptures, Israel is an apple of an eye of the Most High. They are the true Israelites. They are scattered all over the world through slave ships. So, wake up people, repent now. At the end, I just want to say that black African American people are the true Hebrew Israelites, chosen people of the Most High.
And so I lost a lot of faith during that time and pretty much walked away from like deep down inside I knew I still believed, but I was done with going to church. There was too much hypocrisy and it didn't feel right. So late in 2016 is when I hear that the black people brought here on the slave ships could possibly be the same people that the whole Old Testament is written about, the Israelites. And so I started to research that and read and watch videos and read things online. And it, especially after reading Deuteronomy chapter 28, the first half of the chapter is the blessings that Israel will receive if they just keep the commands. That's all they had to do. And then the second half is the curses that are going to fall on them if they don't keep the commands. Please go read those. Go read those and think about what these people have.
At the end of Deuteronomy 28, I remember it clearly. I read it, I looked up and I said, wow, really? Wow, this is awesome. I was like, I know the only people that fit what's in this book of who it says that the true house of Israel is, the lost tribes of Israel. They're lost, you know, they say they're scattered. We don't know who they are. I know who they are. It's clear. It's you guys.
What do you mean by you guys?
The folks that were sent through the transatlantic slave trade. The folks that are still in the lands of their captivity. Israel is in the lands of their captivity. There is no creation of the so-called Jewish state of Israel in 1948. That does not fit prophecy. Those people over there that call themselves Jews, they call their own selves Ashkenazi. If you go look at Genesis chapter 10, 1 through 5, it tells you Ashkenaz is descended from Japheth, Noah's son Japheth, not Shem. That means he's a Gentile. I'm a Gentile.
Black people, the people of color that are here, that have been brought here from Africa, their ancestors brought here from Africa, are the Hebrews.
I'm actually not. I'm not an Israelite. I'm not of the elect. I'm not any of that. I'm a so-called white man. In other words, as the scriptures point out, Esau. As long as we can remember, we're the ruling elites of the world. We're the ones who have power. We're the ones who put the Israelites. We're the ones who put them into captivity.
My name is Yeshua. I confess that the Negroes are the real Jews and Israelites. I confess that the Negroes are the real Jews and Israelites.
The God of Isaac and the God of Jacob, who is described in the Bible as having hair white as wool and eyes red as fire. Yes, the God in the Bible is black. I'm grateful to witness the end of a 400-year period of slavery.
Deuteronomy 28 and 43, talking about this particular curse here. I spent some time in the PD area of South Carolina last week, and I'll be there for the next couple weeks on and off. There's a small town going out I-20 right outside of Florence, which is about an hour and a half away from the beach in traffic. So it's kind of close to the coast. But anyway, just kind of give you some geographical point of reference. The name of this little town is Timmonsville. Now, it's 77% Hebrew. When I say Hebrew, I'm talking about so-called black people, okay? Grow up, all right? Grow up. The Hebrews, the people who you call Jews, who are imposters.
Do not get in bed with them fake Jews. In Revelation, it's a warning about the synagogue of Satan. It's them fake Jews. The real Jews you need to be worried about are the black people over here getting killed, the black people in other countries scattered in the slave trade. That's the real biblical Hebrew Israelite. The quote-unquote, as the world calls, Jews. Okay? So some of y'all going to jump on here right away. Some of you Khazars and say I'm anti-Semitic. We're telling the historical facts. Sorry, y'all. You might have been taught you was Jews. Maybe by faith you are, but you are not the biblical bloodline. All right? That's the black folks scattered among the nations. Wake up.
Hey, what's good, guys? It's your boy Tom Bomb back with another video. And on this particular video, I'm going to be showing you biblical proof of Jesus Christ being a black man. Because it seems like Christianity, they promote a lot of these white images of Christ, when the Bible describes his skin color. But don't get me wrong though, I'll accept anyone for whatever race they are, because I know I'm not racist, but
Jesus, whoa, Jesus, whoa, Jesus was a black man. White Christians, praise Jesus.
No Nuance November Christian Edition Part 3. Every single church, and by extent every single person, is going to have a different perception of the Bible. It's been that way since Martin Luther posted that shit on the church doors and said that the Catholic Church was being manipulative. So everyone started looking at the Bible in a more personal and reflective way. No matter what kind of believer you are in the Bible or how much you know about it, it's really important to understand the context of the Bible and from the time period it was made in, as well as the original language it was written in, especially if you're going to be literal about it. Hate to burst your bubble, but Jesus was black, and he's been described as so multiple times.
So a friend of mine says to me, he says,
You ever notice that conservative Christians 6 days a week bash and hate liberals, and on the seventh day they go in and worship one? Well, I got to thinking about it, and you know how things change over time. Well, you know, like Batman started like this, and then he changed to this. Then Jesus starts out like this, but over time he starts to look like this now. Started out this really humble servant of the oppressed and all the downtrodden, and would do anything humbly to take care of them. And now he's turned into this dude that stands for gun rights, prosperity gospel, of course, anti-science, limited government, only help the wealthy but not the poor, and a fierce nationalist. And these transformations are probably the strangest of all transformations of characters ever in our history. So when we were done, we decided, yeah, they're just bashing liberals 7 days a week. And yet there's nothing that they do that's Christian-like. The hypocrisy is insane.
And so what it actually tells you is this, is that when people try and say, right, let's try and have Jesus as a black person, you take that out of context, you have this black person in there that just feels as though there's some form of tokenism going on. And this is a challenge that we as black people suffer from all the time. It's about what white people's perceptions are about what it's like to be black.
These are very important documents. Look, the binding, book binding in Ethiopia. The cover, wooden board cover, you know, as you see. Everything is made at home. So, this is 15th century manuscripts. Sometimes, you know, it's amazing that, you know, people in the 15th century, were they, you know, aware of color? All the saints, even the Virgin, is painted black, you know? Today, even today, you don't find such paintings in churches, in not always, you know, a bright color, not black color. So, it has to be studied very, very well, you know, this type of documents. Look, even the evangelist, this is Matthew, you know, and the harag or the decorations, all this, you know, and as I told you at the beginning, piece of clothes to cover, it is cotton made. Huh? This is, you know, homemade clothes. So they protect it not to be destroyed, the painting. So this technology, look, this different science. This is, you know, in different places. The full stops, you know, the title of the book, and the numbers even, you know, what we see today and in the 15th century, they are different. You know, the transformation, you know, it has already changed. So these are very important to study, as I told you, different disciplines. The languages, the language and linguistics, you know, the paleography, you know, the calligraphy, the paleography. Look, the position of these, all the ma and the sa, all this, the ha, all these are completely different from today's, you know, Ethiopian law. So this is very important for paleographical study, very important for art history, very important, as I told you, for sociology and anthropology.
Hello, my name's Laitu. Because all my life I've been lied to. I was taught I'm a Canaanite, not true. I was taught I'm a Hamite, not true. I was taught I'm cargo, not true. My ancestors sin brought hot soup. Now we're waking up, time to regroup. Leave Babylon, cause the day's due. We're the people of the book. Sit down, take a look. That's why they hate you. Yeshua was a Negro with dark hue. Deuteronomy said we be slaves too. Return to y'all, get the breakthrough. If not, be despised, but it take two. I love you, so don't be a castaway. And when you wake up, a common thing they call us anti-Semite. But I'm from Shem, call me anti-Semite.
Eurocentric worship is what we authorize. Christ was white, not black. What you heard was lies. Khazars, Safaris are the Israelites. No more talk on this topic cause it divides. I'll see you next Sabbath. Please don't forget your tithes. Forget tithes, tell the truth.
Now that the curse is lifted, we can finally see the light.
We praise the Most High, we can finally get it right. We keep the Holy Sabbath, we breaking no commandment. We standing on the corner, letting these other nations have it. I know the truth hurt, but see the truth word, fulfilling prophecy, yeah, to the Jew first. Everybody ain't gon' get it, so that truth heard, breaking down all lies and religion first. See, I thirst prophecy, and yo, I fit the curse. Look at the news, is real, man, it's getting worse. Jacob trouble is real, head hard as steel. Broad is the way that leads you off the head.
Thank you for watching False Camera Action. Before you go anywhere, don't forget to click subscribe.